Lucis Trust is the publishing house which prints and disseminates United Nations material. It is a devastating indictment of the New Age and pagan nature of the United Nations. Lucis Trust was established in 1922 as Lucifer Trust by Alice Bailey as the publishing company to disseminate the books of Bailey and Blavatsky. Now, both of these people, I believe, have a connection to the occult. If you look back, I know this woman has like a few lithographs of her. She was a witch, pretty much. You gotta check that out, forgive me. But highly influenced in the Orient occult and Persia up into the Caucasus and Turkey and all that. In the Theosophical Society, Theosophical, so wisdom, theos, God wisdom, wisdom of theos. Knowledge of divine things obtained through mystic study. That's theosophy. That's what they're down with. Alright. Wisdom concerning God or things divine. Alright. One wise. And you do know there's order to this, right? Though. So y'all know that by now. Going back. The title page of Alice Bailey's book, Initiation, Human and Solar, was originally printed in 1922 and clearly shows the publishing house as Lucifer Publishing Company. 1923. Bailey changed the name to Lucis Trust because Lucifer Trust revealed the true nature of the New Age movement too clearly. That the elite are using all these spiritual orders. Little did they know they're messing with Satan because they're worshiping him. It's just gonna fall. I mean, anything with light, they clearly believe they're the light of the world, but they're that dark light, man. Because Lucifer Trust revealed the true nature of the movement too quickly. A quick trip to any New Age bookstore will reveal that many of the hardcore New Age books are published by Lucis Trust. Go figure. And it's all revolves around this United Nations. This is what I'm getting to. At one time, the Lucis Trust office in New York was located at 666 United Nations Plaza, which was owned by currently relevant news Jared Kushner, Ivanka's hubby. His dad owned that place, and that was the address, and it's involved in this. And is a member of the Economic and Social Council of the United Nations under a slick program called World Goodwill. In an Alice Bailey book called Education for a New Age, she suggests that in the New Age, world citizenship should be the goal of the enlightened, with a world federation and a world brain. Well, how are you going to get that world brain? They want to implement the chip. I mean, it's already out of the laboratories and into the public sector to where those test results can come in. They're fucking with your head if you got it in your brain already. They're messing with you with any radio frequency mechanic if you got that. In other words, one world government, new world order. But you ain't supposed to get the mark of the beast, y'all. It's charagma. It's or branding being injected into thousands of elderly Americans living with Alzheimer's disease who are at risk of wandering off and getting lost. And it's very common amongst house pets and animals. In addition, RFID chips are being implanted into many people who are chronically ill so that doctors can assess their medical information quickly in an emergency. That should be a no-brainer by now, but people hear this like, oh my god, for real? But it's here, and it's a no-duh, and people are like, la-di-da. Put it in your cereal, or put it in your free carton or whatever. A limited time, annual, get them all free day, whatever the fuck. In fact, One company called Somark has developed a stunning breakthrough in chipless RFID ink. Ooh. Tattoos, oh yeah, are supplied using geometric array of microneedles and reusable applicators. Somark says that it's incredibly easy to apply one of these tattoos. Yeah, sure it is. You devils. But some say that there might be an even easier way than that to keep track of everybody in the future. Oh yeah? What's that? Yahweh Shimmy Shai and his heavenly host. You devils. Now you devils are bothering the order too, you dumb devils. Can't believe you stupid necromancer motherfuckers. Crazy sons of bitches. Y'all knew what the fuck you were messing with. After the order of Yahweh Shimei Shai Melchizedek, IBM is actually working on a barcode reader that can read your DNA. Lucis Trust is sponsored by, among others, Robert McNorma, former Minister of Defense in the USA, President of the World Bank, member of the Rockefeller Federation, holy shit, and Thomas Watson, IBM former ambassador in Moscow. Lucis Trust sponsors. Oh my god. I just pictured how everyone's barking and going crazy and don't know shit these days. Seems like a lot of people are falling victim to that. Congratulations and thank you. Man, Yahweh Shem Yahushua Barakatham Israel. Kwam Yasharala. Y'all gotta get safe real quick. There's cases where people have been born with one without knowing it. These devils, man. These devils have got to go, bro. They can't do this shit no more. They're fucking up the order. They really are. This is the UN, United Nations, Greenpeace International, Greenpeace, United States of America, USA, Amnesty International, and UNICEF. Oh yeah, back up to this. This is, and y'all gonna hate this, but a lot of y'all who are descendants of Abraham are worshiping Satan. Don't even know it. Look at this, what would you call this? Monolith. This is United Nations. Creepy ass room. Now the art, dare you say that to anybody admiring this place, they'd probably want to string you up because they're a bunch of devils. Has long been one of the foremost world harbingers for the new spirituality and the gathering of new world order based on ancient occult and Freemasonic principles, as well as other things. 7 years after the birth of the United Nations, a book was published by the Theosophist and founder of the Lucis Trust, Alice Bailey, claiming this. Evidence of the growth of the human intellect along with the needed perceptive lines for the preparation of the New Age can be seen in the planning of various nations and in the efforts of the United Nations to formulate a world plan. From the very start of this unfoldment, 3 occult factors have governed the development of all these plans. Did you hear what he said? The guy who founded this joint, evidence of the growth of the human intellect along the needed receptive lines can be seen in the planning of various nations and in the efforts of the United Nations to formulate a world plan. From the very start of this unfoldment, 3 occult factors have governed the development of all of these plans. Alice Bailey, Discipleship New Age, Lucis Press, 1955, Volume 2, page 35. Although she did not spell out clearly the identity of these 3 occult factors, she did reveal to her students that within the United Nations is the germ and seed of a great international and meditating reflective group. A group of thinking and informed men and women in whose hands lies the destiny of humanity. Wow. Just a few of y'all? You couldn't give it up to Yahweh Shem Yahushai, guys? A group of thinking and informed men and women. 2 chromosomes. in whose hands lies the destiny of humanity. Wow, this is largely under the control of many fourth-ray disciples. If you could but realize it, and their point of meditative focus is the intuitional or Buddhic plane, a plane upon which all hierarchical activity is today to be found.